Am I the asshole for agreeing to split the bill on a double date, which ended in my best friend being dumped? Hi, 22 female, I'm really unsure here. My best friend and roommate, 22 female, Ami, had been seeing a guy for 2 months. She really likes him. It seemed to be going super well. Last night, she asked if I'd go along with a blind double date, i.e., her and the guy she's dating, me and one of his friends, who is single and looking. I wasn't keen at first, but she insisted, so I agreed. We got to the restaurant, just a nice place in our area, and things seemed to be going fine. The friend she was setting me up with was cool. But I really am not looking right now, and didn't feel any kind of spark. We get to the end of dinner, and the bill comes. Amy chimes in and says, "Don't worry, our men have got this," to which I say back, no, I don't mind. We'd had 2 cocktails each, all 4 of us, and it wasn't a crazy expensive place, but not cheap. A bit of back and forth happened. Amy kept insisting it is always the gentlemen who pay, so I said something like, "You do you, I'm happy to split." The guys were saying they would cover, but both seemed uncomfortable. They paid, then we all left. Amy and her boyfriend went back to his. I said goodnight to his friend and went home alone. Later, Amy texted saying her man is now contemplating the relationship because he doesn't want someone who always insists the men pay. She told me I ruined it by offering to split and should have sided with her and not made things worse. She's now saying he needs time and might not want to continue the relationship with her. Am I the asshole for this? Not the asshole. She's the one that said the guys pay. His reaction to that is based on her statement alone. And are men? No. This was the first time you'd met your date. I'm thinking because both the guys are tight, she thought me and the friend would hit it off, making it a thing. Therefore, they would be our men. I don't think that your so-called friend is a nice person, or even a friend, given how quickly she was ready to blame you for something that was her own fault. Not the asshole. I squirmed a little when I read, "Don't worry, our men have got this, and it is always the gentlemen who pay." Your friend has some very outdated views about dating. All you did was offer to pay your share of the bill on a blind date. You weren't using a stranger for free drinks and dinner. Your friend's boyfriend of 2 whole months was rightfully uncomfortable with her insistence your male companions pay the bill. It's not your fault your friend opened her mouth and inserted her foot into it. Thanks. She's never usually like this, doesn't make guys pay for drinks if we go out. I'm thinking she's acting this way because of her new relationship, but I don't know for sure since she still isn't talking to me or even replying. Not the asshole. You didn't do dick. What the actual Am I the asshole for getting up and saying, "I don't like you" attitude, when my mom said another girl could have my clothes without my permission? Hi Reddit, this is my first post here, and mind you, this just happened. I'm currently crying while writing this. For context, I, 20 female, always had clothes that were given to me by others that really saved my mom, 40 female, when I was younger. And even when older, I never minded having another people's clothes nor giving mine away. But this time it was different. My mom has a goddaughter, 17 female, that I always gave my clothes away to, and I'm friends with her because we have a lot in common, and she had my body type, so my clothes always fit her. Earlier today, my mom saw my old denim vests and asked if I would give them away to her goddaughter. I said, she doesn't have the drip to wear these, and I thought she understood because she didn't ask again. The day passed almost too smoothly. At dinner time, the family of her goddaughter came to dine with us, and everything was fine, until my mom called her to go into the room and asked her if she liked my clothes, and proceeded to put my favorite denim vest on the girl and said she could keep it. I snapped. I got up and looked straight at my mom and said, "I don't like your attitude." She gone, "What?" And I repeated and said, I didn't give her permission to do so. The girl took of my clothes and gave it to me with an awkward smile. I entered the room where my mom was, and she said I humiliated in front of everyone. I told her it wasn't right to just give my things away. And she proceeded to tell me she expected me to use those denim vests every day from now on, as in punishment. Then she got out of the room, and everyone acted as if nothing happened. They left our home, and my mom didn't talk to me until my dad brought everything up and gave a speech about respect and how he was sad about how I handled the situation. He was already late for work and said he expected us both to apologize to each other. I told my mother how much these clothes meant to me, how they were my style, my mark back in the day. She doesn't get it. She argued that I don't use them anymore and how they don't fit me, and common topic nowadays about my weight. I don't have to tell the whole thing, you get it. I just started crying and she left the room saying, "I'm done. This is not the first time you've embarrassed me in front of others." Another whole different story that I already apologized for. And I left it alone, and I will from now on, I don't care anymore. I treated you right, I cared about you, and that's what I receive. My brother tried to stay with me and understand me, but my dad didn't let him, so I had no option but to talk about it with my boyfriend. And she's there, on the kitchen, talking with my brother, like if I don't exist. My boyfriend says that I should get another job and be gone from home more often, or just move in with him. He knows a lot of what I've been going through. He's my light, actually. I can't face her. I can't afford the courage to apologize now. I don't know what to think or do anymore. Something else to add? Someday, if you're still at the house, if somebody comes over to visit, grab your mother's favorite item of clothing and insist that the guest take it home with them. Because of course mom shouldn't have any problem with this whatsoever. Because sharing is caring, right? Or her wedding dress, since she never wears it anymore, right? I'm having a hard time understanding why your mother would give your clothing to someone else. That is completely out of line, completely disrespectful, and you called her out on her bullshit. I kind of agree with your boyfriend that maybe if you can, get the hell out of there. Not the asshole, but seriously. She doesn't have the drip to wear these. I don't like your attitude. Say no normally. I feel like you're just adding to the confusion, instead of just using normal words to say no, and an explanation as to why, which either gives your mother these openings, or she genuinely misunderstands what you're trying to communicate. I'm going with everyone sucks here. Your mother shouldn't give your staff without your permission. That being said, you didn't exactly tell her no. You just said it's not the other girl's style, if I understood correctly, which you could be wrong. You didn't explain the sentimental significance of the clothes. In addition, when your mom tried to give the clothes, instead of saying, sorry, I really like this, and I'm not willing to part with it, you said, I don't like your attitude, which does sound disrespectful. In conclusion, you both weren't great in this situation. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.